I'm trying to think of a sick intro. Maximum game and what if I just pretended to be Gandalf?
Yeah,
Bilbo Baggins. What if I did that? That would, I don't know. Welcome to Shoot the Crit with the Rise of Brohan. Let's get it going.
Welcome. So, Joe, what's today's episode about?
Today's episode is what if the Lord of the Rings characters, some of them were beamed into the Warcraft universe, what classes would they be?
Interesting.
Thanks, mate. I thought so too. Okay, so first order of business, we're going for the Big Mac Daddy. We're going for Gandalf. What's your first impressions of him? We'll go for both are cool, but it's the same dude, so just both. Just call him Gandalf.
No.
Why'd you have to go racial, bro?
It's different character. It's different character, isn't it?
Yeah, he just got reincarnated.
Yeah,
Okay. So there's
but in Top Trumps is a different card, therefore he's a different character.
that's sound logic. So, what's your first thoughts about him? What's screaming Gandalf?
He's screaming mage, isn't he? Let's face it.
I disagree. What do you think, Sam?
I would say he was more the priest.
Bang on. For me, anyway. That's what I think.
Because, mages can't res.
Wait.
Really, can they?
That's a good shout.
Unless we're in a guild.
But then Joe just said he reincarnated.
Yeah, that's not the reason why I think he's a priest. He was reincarnated. He wasn't the one doing it. It was a higher power. Gandalf was part of the Maya. I think they're kind of like angelic form. And some Maya were tempted by Morgoth, who's essentially Sauron's boss during the events of the Silmarillion, to become the Balrogs, to become his lieutenant. And so Gandalf, Saruman, Radagast, and the two blue wizards sailed over from the Undying Lands dressed up as kind of like their human form, looks like old men, basically.
Yeah.
To fight them. So he's underneath that human skin. He's got immense power, and it's kind of angelic. It's the power of the light. I think that's why, if you look at the films, there's a constant theme of light running through. I mean, Mount Moria bangs his staff on the ground, illuminates the room. When he fights the ring race at the Pelennor Fields, light is beaming out of him.
Holy fire.
Also, once we go, that's a good point. Lastly, is you look at the extended edition, basically uses a bubble.
But if Gandalf was a priest and he was falling in the Mines of Moria, wouldn't he just have used levitate? The Balrog would have fallen to his death.
It's not going to be perfect. Yeah, but one could argue he could have used Blink at the bottom as well. I know Gandalf's kind of like a GM. He can pretty much do anything.
Yeah.
Definitely
a hacker.
So what are we saying? Are we saying mage or are we saying priest?
Oh, well, you swayed me. I'm going to go priest.
Awesome, thank you.
I think priest.
That's a one for priest. Okay, next on the agenda, I think probably my favourite character, Boromir.
Very
Big
underrated
shout.
character.
What do you guys think off the bat?
Prop warrior.
Yeah, I think.
I think Pro Paladin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Think so.
I think I don't know, but his shield especially is very symbolic of the protection warrior.
So Pro Paladins don't use shields.
Yeah, but Prop Paladin would use
Wait.
a
I don't
shiny
think he's
shield.
disputing that, Joe.
Well, it's back.
I don't even wear glasses, but I pretended to push them up the bridge in my nose. So.
Oh, really? Yeah, but
Actually.
if
Yeah.
you're a paladin, like a holy shield, that spell, holy shield.
I think no. I'll tell you what he did after the second arrow hit him.
Ooh, I know
Is
what's
a
coming.
lay on hands, a big lay on hands. And the reason why he didn't die so is because I think Lurtz had a big tick on him.
Yeah.
And Aragorn didn't level first aid and let him die. That's what I think. Have you got anything else that makes you think he's a warrior?
See, he's very tempted by the ring, isn't he?
Extremely tempted.
So
But
I
so
don't think he's holy enough to be a paladin.
So's Gandalf, and so's Galadriel, who are kind of wielders of the light, though.
He's very angry, full of rage.
And I got some something. He uses shield bash, and you can't deny that.
Yeah, he does actually. Have you seen I don't know if it's in the extended edition. He hits this Uruk-hai from about 40 feet away.
Captain America. I would like to see that.
It's a throw. It'd be badass. It's a throwing knife. And he hits him. I was thinking it's quite reminiscent of. I mean, warriors. I'm pretty sure. Can they use throwing knives anymore? I don't think they can.
No, they don't
it's
have a
all
range.
gone.
No, back in vanilla.
These are long gone. So what was the conclusion?
Well, I need to sway you guys. But I think
Well,
prop power. I think the lay
I'm
on
sticking
hands
with
is
prop warrior.
undeniable. The lay on hands is undeniable. I think.
But I also think the shield bash is
But
undeniable.
he could also last
It's a good
stand.
balance.
It could be
you know,
last stand. Last
yeah.
stand.
Last stand.
Last stand.
Oh, you may actually have me there, boys. Well played. Fair play.
Right,
Thank you very much.
who's up next, Joe?
Let's mix it up. Let's go for Samwise Gamgee.
Samwise Gamgee.
Any thoughts?
Christ.
Shall I give my thoughts while you guys?
Oh,
Go on, you go.
I think he's a brewmaster monk.
I strangely agree.
I don't get it, if I'm honest.
Oh, why? Why
I don't-
you get it?
I don't think you can extend on. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, please.
Brewmaster monk is the tank spec, right?
Yeah.
He can take quite a bit of damage in the films, I think. Also, do they use? Am I right in saying they use steins at some point?
No.
They have that big keg on their back.
Yeah, and they throw it. Stuff.
Oh, they throw the keg. Okay, well I was gonna say, obviously
Very
he doesn't throw a keg, but he uses
Hobbiter.
unconventional weaponry in the films. He uses the saucepans and stuff.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
And obviously all hobbits like a drink. You know, who's gonna deny? So Sam is a big fat Pandaren brewmaster monk.
No argument there.
No argument. What about Sam? Do you get it now? Or?
No, I do get it now. I didn't get the connection with the brew. Yeah, if there's any character in the game that's gonna eat fuckloads, slightly overweight, it's Pandaren.
A year
Would
eating
be-
Lambert's bread, still fat.
I think any other hobbit wouldn't be a brewmaster monk.
Let's do Frodo now then, shall we?
Yeah.
Frodo, for me, is a rogue.
Right. I don't know. He does a lot of hiding. I know what you mean.
With the ring, he can stealth, plus his elven
yeah.
cloak that camouflages. Remember when Sam falls down the hole? Remember that?
Yeah.
And Frodo has to camouflage him. Like, he's very sneaky and very adept. I think he's a rogue. Plus, you know, there's that kind of dagger he uses.
Yeah.
Although one would argue he is wearing chainmail underneath the mithril. I just think overall he's kind of a rogue. He's a bit sneaky, is Mr. Frodo.
Yeah. No, he is. Yeah.
Walking through Mordor, you know, and all that shiz.
Yeah.
That's pretty stealthy.
Okay, so we're saying Frodo a rogue, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I reckon. Okay, let's mix it up. Let's go Elven. Let's go Arwen.
Ooh.
Now, any thoughts off the bat, guys?
Resto Druid.
Big shout.
Resto Druid.
Big shout. Heals Frodo.
Night Elf Resto Druid.
Now, yeah.
I think Arwen is too. I think she's got some fight in her. I think she is a bit more feisty than the rest of Druid. I would perhaps say maybe a hunter. Maybe.
Ooh, big shout. Hunter.
Yeah. She likes her animals. You know, her little horsies. Yeah.
Why do you say it in such a perverted way?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just my talking voice. I can't.
Oh,
help it, I've
joking.
got man flu.
Oh, sorry, man.
Right.
Did you catch it off a kid?
Ah, yes.
I'm joking. Alright, so I think Shaman. Because, I mean, what she's known for is obviously taking Frodo to Rivendell and healing. In the books, that's Glorfindel, who obviously doesn't even show up. We're talking about the film, so I think because she uses the element, be them water, to kill the ringwraiths, to get rid of them, or technically the earth.
Yeah.
Although one could say that's just her profession, that's herbology or whatever.
No,
Can I stop you there? It's a typhoon that kills the ringwraiths, isn't it?
Ooh.
Well, it's a tidal wave. It's an element.
Humans don't have tidal
Typhoon
waves.
is a type of storm on the water.
Okay, it sounds like Sam's leaning towards.
I don't know. I think there's strong arguments for both.
I'm gonna stand.
I'm
gonna stand by mine.
Okay,
shit.
we'll put that as an I don't know. She's a miscellaneous.
No, we'll leave that one to the audience.
Okay, let us know what you think the supporting character is. Arwen.
Right, who's up next, Joe?
Saruman.
Saruman.
Oh, Christopher Lee.
What a legend.
Rest in peace,
Could you
brother.
say rest in peace, Christopher Lee?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Ooh, Warlock.
Big shout, Destruction Warlock for me, personally.
With hints of Death Knight.
Okay, because he raises an army.
Yep.
Interesting.
Of the dead.
However, they're not dead, though.
They're not, yeah.
They're alive. Creates life. It's like kind of an anti-Death Knight. I think he's Destro Warlock all the way. See him, he pops his cooldowns against Gandalf. He tries to hit him with the Chaos Bolt. Sam, what do you reckon?
Demo Warlock, I think. He obviously has that demonic gate all the way to Mordor as well, so he can pop over and it's his pal Sauron.
I mean, we've seen him use kind of... Obviously, it's not fell fire, so one could argue it's more of a mage thing, but he does use kind of fire against Gandalf.
Can I change my answer?
You may.
Can I go with Shadow Priest?
Ooh, okay, that's a big shout.
Obviously, he possesses the Eodon, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Does.
Do you think it might control it, right?
Shadow Priest, they they were priests worshipping the light who have discovered power in a darker magic. Is actually pretty much exactly the kind of route Saruman took. Being good, of course, being the supposedly the wisest and best in the order of wizards, the kind of Maya that crossed over, and then fell to a dark corruption. But having said that, warlocks too, unless you're talking about orc warlocks who used to be shamans, they used to be mages who were fell magic. You know, they read up on it, they felt that pull. So that's pretty much the same. I
think that's a split there.
What's leaning for me is when you said about the mind control. That's what clenched it. I think I'm going to go Shadow Priest with you. That's a big argument. What do you say, Sam?
I think +1 Shadow Priest too.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Unanimous priest.
Definitely.
Shadow Priest.
Shing, big shout.
Oh, hang on, and obviously he gets killed by Wormtongue.
Does.
He silenced him, so he couldn't levitate down.
Very
he
true.
landed on the stick.
Big shout.
Yep. And
No,
then
awesome.
Cloak of Shadows, so he couldn't get feared as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're looking too into it now.
Right.
Okay.
Next.
Another big one that people are probably wondering why we didn't mention him earlier. Aragon. Now Aragon, my argument's very long, right? And I'm gonna say I think he is. Wait, let me count this. I think he's 5 different classes throughout the period of the films.
Oh my
all right?
god. Okay.
So you guys.
Only 5.
Okay, this is what I think. I'll make the. Do you want me to
list
make
them
the
in
case?
order?
I'll list them.
crack
Okay.
on.
Once we.
Is this wait? Is this you starting with the class you think he's the most? Or
No, I'm starting
is this
with,
in no
with
particular
his.
order?
This is his narrative. This is his kind of story arc.
Okay.
He keeps re-rolling. He's the kind of flavor of the month
Yeah.
kind of guy. He's like, rogues are doing well. I'll be a rogue. Okay, so, well, he is a ranger. He's a ranger of the north, but the ranger class is available in Warcraft 3, and a lot of people have been calling for it in World of Warcraft. However, there's not, so we can't use that. So he's a woodsman, but I think he is. When we first meet Aragon or Strider, I think he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lurks
Yeah.
in the shadows. He talks to the hobbits about the importance of not being seen. He uses evasion to and kind of distraction methods as a lot of rogues do. So I'm talking about smoke bombs and so on. And he makes the ring wraiths make a false move.
Yeah. He does help conceal the hobbits as well. Which,
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
That's a big shout. That's something. So I think when we first meet him, he's a rogue.
Yep.
And then in the start of kind of midway through the Two Towers, he obviously takes that, as the orc says, takes a tumble off the cliff.
Yeah.
Who revives him? It's his horse. I think he's a beast mastery hunter. I think he teaches his animals something because he's one with the wilderness. He's a ranger.
Definitely spirit bond.
Yeah, I think he teaches his horse stuff that no other person can. I think he's a hunter there. And also we see him use a bow. Let's not forget in Moria, he is a good archer. He's a fairly good archer.
Yeah.
No Legolas, but he's a good archer. So I think he's a beast mastery hunter there. So that's 2.
Okay.
And then going into Helm's Deep, he has to armor up. You see him put lots of armor on. He becomes an arms warrior. He relies more on his two-handed swords. I think he's an arms warrior there. Now, transitioning into Return the King, I think it's a DK. I think it's a Death Knight. I think he's 2 types of DK.
I said this to you before, didn't I, Joe?
Did not this exact thing. Not this exact thing. You said blood, I believe. He is. Well, tell me why you think it's a DK first. So it might be a good thing.
Because he goes and gets that dead army. What are they called?
The Army of Dead.
Yeah,
Big
that's a good point.
So he's an unholy. And then I think he changes to blood during the final fight, the battle of the Black Gate. Changes to blood. He fights a mountain troll. He two-handed tanks a mountain troll. I think he can be a blood DK there. So yeah, he's the flavor of the month. Lover. He's Aragon. He transitions a lot. That's what I think is that.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Joe, do you have any more?
The only ones left are kind of obvious ones.
Yeah.
Legolas obviously would be ranger, but marksmanship hunter.
Yep. Easy.
I had an interesting one.
Let's hear it, Sam.
Schmeagol.
Sorry. Okay. What do you think?
I think that Schmeagol is potentially a feral druid. Maybe I.
Interesting. No,
Why?
sorry. I don't know why I'm
I
laughing. It's
have
just funny.
no idea why.
Just feel like he is. Okay.
Yes. No,
Okay.
I think he has more to him than just a rogue. I think. I don't know. I think he has more to him than. Well, I think he's obviously very stealthy, but not a rogue. So I'm putting him in the
Wherever
only
he
other
is,
class.
man. Wherever he is, he's a noob. He doesn't wear any armor. Or he doesn't have any weapons. He's like
It's true. Feral
he's that guy
druids
you
don't
see.
wear armor.
He's
Well,
the guy you
never-
see or used to see in like capital cities that just gets in his underpants and starts dancing.
That's
He's that
true.
guy. Tough one. I honestly don't. I don't freaking know what to do. Gollum. He's got no. He's all the things that like define a person's class. He has none of it. He fights with his hand. Maybe monk.
Yeah,
but
he's
not
dirty,
a
isn't he?
monk at all. Yeah, he's way dirtier than that.
Yeah.
He's like biting people's fingers off. He's not like. It's kind of a feral. When I say feral, he's got a ferocity to him.
He's like a full hobbit, isn't he?
Yeah, he's essentially he's a hobbit that
Yeah, okay, we'll go.
needs a fucking tan and
That's true.
yeah, that's
And
pretty much it.
he's just the
Some
class
hair.
And
everyone
yeah,
hates.
yeah, he needs some Rogaine and a tan, and maybe buy some clothes and his ass flapping them out all the time. But yeah. I mean the rest of them are kind of obvious.
Anyway, let's wrap it up.
Thanks for listening. This has been the first episode of. Forgot the fucking name now. Oh, shooting the crit.
Well,
Thanks for
This has
listening.
been
guys.
the Riders of Bro.
This has been the Riders of Broham. I've been Joe, and I
Been
will
Ollie.
continue to be
I've
Joe.
been Sam.
Tune in next time for some more crit shooting. I'll see you later.
I'm
Bye.
gonna cover you all with crit.
Yeah. Anything you want to add, Sam?
Yes. Well, guys, it's been fun. See you later.